Hey everyone, welcome to Steph and Key TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what you thought of today's video. Alright Atlanta, let's get into it. So we open up with Kenya and her marketing VP. They're going over some new products for Kenya Moore hair care. Then we go over to Drew and Ralph, and they're teaching their son how to ride the bike without the training wheels. He's so cute. So he's riding off, and now we're moving over to Cynthia. So Cynthia and Mike have a bit of a problem. They invited 250 guests originally for their wedding, but they weren't expecting people to come because of the pandemic. Like, they weren't expecting all 250 people to come because of the pandemic, but now they have confirmed 167. So it's looking like more and more people are going to come. And I think she did end up having like 200 people show up. I can't remember, but Mike wants to invite Dennis. Cynthia's like, I don't know where they are in their relationship right now. This feels very reminiscent of like Todd and Apollo having a friendship and just causing so much chaos between Candy and Phaedra. And I just like, can we not have a repeat of that, please? It was annoying then, and I feel like it's going to be annoying now. We don't need to see Dennis. We don't. So Cynthia has another problem. She wants to invite her dad to her wedding, but because of the PSA that Kenya did a few years ago about domestic violence, and Cynthia's mother is speaking out about her and Cynthia's father's domestic dispute in their relationship, it kind of severed Cynthia's relationship with her father, and they are not as close as they used to be, but she still wants him to come, but she doesn't know how her mother's going to react. Mike says just to invite who you want to invite. I can kind of see both sides to this. It's Cynthia's wedding, so she should be able to invite who she wants to invite, but also, like, if it's your mother there and there is domestic violence in the relationship, I can see how that would be hard to put them in the same room. It'd be different if they just divorced and didn't want to be around each other, but this man caused your mother harm, so I could see why she would be a little hesitant to invite him. So, I mean, that's like a sticky situation, so I don't know what she's going to decide. We move over to Drew and Ralph. I still don't like looking at his face, but I mean, at least his shape up is fresh. They're still packing to move into this house. I hope they purchased, because it's the last time we talked about this house, we weren't sure if they had it or not. So they're packing up. They're just talking about how even though Ralph lost his father, he seems to be like a little bit lighter, and they're communicating better. I still don't trust him. I don't trust him, but it seems like they're happier. They're releasing some balloons for his father, and they're just talking about working on the relationship. So I really do hope that he's sincere, but I don't believe him. I don't trust him. I feel like he's gonna revert back to his old ways. I hope I'm wrong, though, because I want her to be happy and have a healthy relationship. So now we're with Candy, and she's talking about her charity, Candy Cares, that she started in 2014 to help give back to communities. And for this initiative, she's doing a free grocery drive, but they have to make it like quarantine approved, so they can only do like 750 families to give the food in person. Hopefully they're able to do more stuff online. I'm sure they are, so that they can reach more people. But I love that they're showing these women with their initiatives and their give backs and just really helping people, whether it's Porsha with protesting or it's Candy with her charity. And I know the other women have their charities as well. So it's great to see them giving back, because we know that they're successful and they're rich, and we want to see them really use their success for good. So I love seeing it. Candy is also talking to Mike Sterling, Eva's old housewife, Eva's ex-housewife, previous housewife, Eva. Eva Marcel's husband. He's a lawyer, if you remember, and he's going to be helping her try to get back child support from Riley's father. And Candy's saying, like, I know, like, I have money, but he should have been stepping up and giving his child support at least something. I'm like, how are you? Because Candy said he had millions at one point. So I'm like, if you had millions and you couldn't bother to spare some money for your child, like, I really feel like now's the time for you to step up and do the right thing. And I'm all for it. It's unfortunate that it has to come to this, but like some men just don't want to take responsibility for their children, and that's quite unfortunate. So Porsha and Cynthia meet up and they're having dinner. They're trying to talk about like the wedding, and every time they bring up some juicy stuff. So Cynthia's like, so Mike wants to invite Dennis to the wedding. Where are you guys at? Where you're in your relationship? The waitress comes over and interrupts. And then when she leaves, they start talking some more. And then Portia's like, well, you know, it was really hard for me to get over the affair. And the waitress comes back. And Cynthia's like, look, I'm going to need you to take these drink orders and then stay in there for like 10 minutes so I can get the rest of this tea. So they're just talking about how Porsha felt like she lost herself in the relationship. She's just not like herself. She's not happy. She's arguing with Dennis all the time. She's still trying to make him pay for the affair, multiple affairs, let's be honest. I mean, allegedly. But and she's like they're arguing in front of PJ as well. And so Portia's like, I don't feel like this is a healthy relationship. It's not. And she really just wants to be in a healthier space. And she said like, and then the Black Lives Matter movement started to take off, and she just really felt like she needed to put her focus into something more important and take her mind off of the stress that was going on with her and Dennis's relationship. So Porsha is just really pleading to Cynthia to not invite Dennis to the wedding. So we'll see how that turns out. 'Cause I don't even know like in real time like if Dennis was at the wedding. So I don't think he was. So we had a nice cute little moment with Cynthia and Noelle. Noelle is another one we saw like all grown up now. Like she's working as an influencer like on Instagram and YouTube, making that money. So she makes sure to tell Cynthia, I'm coming for 2 weeks, but we need to book my return flight because I got jobs, I got money to make, I got coins to collect, and I ain't got time to hang out. So, but I feel like 2 weeks is a long time, but maybe because I'm the kid and not the mom. So like it's different if you're the mom, you want them to stay longer. But Noelle's got money to make, and I think it's sweet that they had that conversation. And you just see like Noelle's all grown up, making her own money, living her own life, and it's really cool to see her as an adult now. So now we're at Candy Care's food drive. Tanya shows up early, of course. Porsha shows up on time, and it's a shock. Candy says that she's like, Porsha stepped up and gave $5,000. I think that's really great, especially we remember when Porsha and Candy were not getting along, and Candy was like, I've like supported you in so many ways, and I don't feel it in return, and now I feel like Porsha's like kind of stepped up in that area. And Kenya shows up and she's like, oh, so Porsha's on time, huh? So you show up on time for Candy. And Porsha clarifies, I show up on time for charity. But in in Kenya's confessional, she's like, Porsha showed up on time for her photo op. So they are not gonna get along this season, and I feel like the reunion it's not gonna be good between them because these confessionals are very biting. So Marlo also showed up, I guess, early to go to the farmer's market with Candy to get the produce and stuff, so that was nice. But the ladies are talking about Dennis. Oh, why? Mike says he's gonna invite Dennis no matter what, and I guess Mike also told Todd like it's not gonna be a problem if Dennis is there as long as Porsha doesn't bring a date, which should be no one's concern. And like if you're inviting Dennis, she can invite whoever she wants. That's her +1. So, but Kenya's in her confessional is like nobody cares. Let's move on. But really, I feel the same. Like, I don't want to hear about Dennis and his cheating, lying, gross self. Ugh. No. But Kenya says that you and Dennis are so back and forth and up and down, like nobody can take you guys seriously. I don't think that was fair of her to say, especially what she's going through with Mark right now. Kenya just needs to keep her mouth shut about other people's messy relationships because she's got her own to deal with. So the ladies take like a little lunch break. Marlo gives her donation to Candy, and Kenya throws a little shade, saying, "Ooh, Marlo must have got a nice little tip from her sugar daddy because that was $5,000 and it's pretty generous." She's a mess. Drew calls. She's quarantining and packing up the house to move, so she couldn't make it, but she did give a donation, and everybody talks to her for a little bit, gets off the phone, and just says how sweet she is. But then Kenya is like, Cynthia and her strays. She's always finding another stray. Why does she not like her? See, like, Cynthia is jealous of Latoya, and Kenya is jealous of Drew. And I'm like, y'all need to stop. Y'all are best friends. Y'all love each other. You can have other friends. So Kenya wants to plan a getaway. She wants to take the ladies on a vacation. They need to relax, get away from the stress. So they plan on going to Charleston, and because it's got a beach and they're going to relax and have a good time, and they decided that's the place they want to go, and now they got to get back to feeding these families. So Cynthia and Noelle are riding over to Cynthia's mother's house so she can tell her about inviting Cynthia's father to the wedding. They're doing like quick little, well, Noelle's doing photo shoot in the car. Cynthia hops in for a second. They get to Cynthia's mother's house. Mallory, Cynthia's sister, has ate up half the food. So whatever is left, Cynthia grabs a plate, and then they all go into the living room to sit and chat. And then Cynthia breaks the news that she wants to invite her father to the wedding. Cynthia's mother is naturally upset, and they just start talking about the situation. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She feels like, I raised you two on my own, pretty much. He didn't give me no child support. He abused me. I don't want anything to do with him. And she's still upset about the PSA she was a part of, Kenya's PSA from years ago, where she talked about domestic violence, and Cynthia's mother shared her situation. She's still upset about that because of how it made her look in her community and her family. They all didn't believe it, that he was abusive, so it made her look like a liar and it made her look bad. So she's still upset about opening up during that PSA. Cynthia apologizes, but she's like, I just want to have a relationship with my father. I just want him to be at the wedding. Mallory says she already has, she still has a relationship with their father. Not, of course, not as close as with their mother, but she has a relationship with him. And then Noelle, who Cynthia brought to have her back, it's like every time somebody, Cynthia brings someone to have her back, they take the other side. And Noelle's like, well, I don't think he should come. I agree with Granny. She's clearly uncomfortable, and she doesn't want him there. She goes out of her way to put us first. I feel like you should put her first in this situation. She's always been there for us. I don't remember him barely at all. I've only met him once, so that should tell you all you need to know. And Granny's like, yes, Noelle, yes. And Cynthia was like, well, I'm on an island again by myself. So it looks like he won't be invited to the wedding, but we'll see. But that is the end of this episode. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below, and please like this video, hit that notification bell so you are in the know when I release a new video, and subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to have you be a part of Steph and Key TV. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!